Destroying Destiny. Book 1, The Westerfish. Chapter 2, The Bridge at the End of the Forest. A slanted wooden table sat empty in the park. Only moments ago it had been filled with a group of 6 friends, but now the only life remotely near it was the Emperor of the Clarks. Emperor Dad still lay behind his boulder and watched as the boy called Gertrude, the girl called Pancake, the backpack called Steve, and the red-haired child called Ging made their way to the distant forest. The forest that would take them to the bridge at the end of the forest. Faced with the issue of having 2 peasants going to the meeting place, Emperor Dad tweaked his plan. He knew which boy he would choose to be his chosen one. I would tell you how he tweaked it, but that would take away some of the mystery, so sit tight. Emperor Dad took an exasperated breath. Well, beating those peasants to the bridge shouldn't be too tough. They're probably malnourished, but just in case, I best hurry. He patted his stomach. Dad, you old fool, you best be ready to roll like you haven't done since the roll derbies back in the day. With that, the ruler of the Clarks began rolling, slowly at first, but soon quicker and quicker, until Emperor Dad was tumbling and rumbling over every bold rock, unfortunate critter, and misplaced dung pile. Indeed, the ruler of the Clarks was a force to be reckoned with. A force to be reckoned with were the 3 protagonists as they ventured forth in search of the bridge at the end of the forest. The forest they trekked was of a particular structure consisting of lonely trees. Trees together in the woods, but so distant from each other that they were of no true relation. Due to having a vast expanse of distance between each tree, no tree's limbs touched their neighbors, allowing for vast clearings and paths throughout the lowly populated forest. Amidst each clearing, sunlight shined to the forest floor, allowing stubby shrubs, bountiful berries, and lazy lizards to thrive. Admiring the view, but aspiring for the bridge, our heroes traveled and toiled minute upon moment, jumping over tree roots, dodging leafy branches, and avoiding carnivorous scavenger squirrels, launching pine cones from afar. I know the squirrels sound quite fearsome, but believe me, only a minor annoyance. On and on the 3 went, and lower the sun set, until dusk was nearly upon the horizon. Gertrude, are we almost there? Pancake spoke nervously. Before answering, the boy let the wind blow back his hair, and he grinned. I'm not sure. Why? You scared? No, not at all, thank you very much. Steve unzipped. Sure, Pancake. We all know you're afraid of the dark. There's no reason to hide it. Cinnamon shot from her nostrils as she growled, I'm not scared. The girl quickly regained composure. I'm just worried about Ging. Thank you very much. You're welcome, chided the backpack. Nice one, Gertrude laughed. Rolling her eyes, Pancake continued. We haven't seen him or anything. What if he beats us to the bridge? Or worse, what if he's lost? Or what if the scavenger squirrels got him? Calm down, Pancake. Don't worry, soothed Gertrude. He wouldn't be lost. The forest is practically his playground. Knows it like the back of his hand. And as for the squirrels, they would have to succeed in killing him first, which, quite frankly, isn't very probable. Still flustered, Pancake gruffly responded. Thanks, Gertrude. Yeah, anytime, Pan. Why are you so worried about him anyways? As of late, he's kind of been a jerk. Scratching her sugary face in thought, she responded. I guess I'm not too worried. Jerk or not, he's our friend, you know. So, I'm gonna worry some. Gertrude smiled and nodded in agreement. A comfortable quiet ensued the conversation and continued for some time. Each step brought them closer to the bridge and further from home, and, with each step, the wind swayed the trees while birds cooed and limbs creaked, making music in the wild breeze. Aside from the thundering sound of a Clark rolling on a mission and a few pine cones thrown, the progressively dusky journey was uneventful. And before too long, the bridge at the end of the forest came into view. By it stood a large Clark, clothed in a purple robe flaunting his signature calloused bare belly and all. Do you guys see the bridge? We're here! Pancake exclaimed. No, I don't believe I do, chuckled the blind backpack. The boy, the girl, and the backpack approached the bridge, and the large Clark standing in front of it. Unsure of how to start the conversation, both parties silently pondered the best way to introduce each other. Finally, the silence was broken. So, what's going on at this point, guys? Said Steve. Clue me in. Emperor Dad nervously smiled. That's a nice animate backpack you got there, peasant. Yeah, thanks. He's a friend, really. Wait, did you just call me peasant? Gertrude said, confused. Oh dear. Do you not call each other by your class? For example, because I'm the Emperor of the Clarks, some just call me Emperor, explained Dad. Pancake whispered to Gertrude, and this is the Clark we're trusting to send us off on some kind of prophecy? I guess. Maybe we just need to get to know him. He can't be too dumb. Gertrude smiled. I mean, after all, he did choose me to end the Horizon War. Arrogant much? Steve chimed. And besides, you guys know what they say. You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. Emperor Dad interrupted. Not to be rude or anything, but can we proceed with the transaction? I'm fearful of the dark, so it would behoove me if I could roll home before night befalls. Oh, and sorry for calling you a peasant, one with the hurt eye. Dad nervously rubbed his neck. My greatest apologies as well, for the hurt eye. It was the wind's fault. So blame Dark Lord Jane, because he probably made the wind do that. Wasn't my aim. Confused and befuddled, Gertrude shook his head, rattled by the Clark's oddity. Okay, well, apology accepted. I guess. Gertrude smoothed back his hair. Anyways, if you want to get to the point, get to it. Why are we here? That is, why did you write the note telling us to come here?